This is a reading video for Monogatari Season 2, Episodes 7, 8, 9, 10, 4-episode reaction. Click in the link in the description below to go watch my reaction, and then come back here for a very brief, kind of small review of them. I do have a lot to record today, so I'm just kind of pushing through a bunch of stuff because it's very hot, and so on and so forth. I'm trying to get through a bunch of reactions so that way I can not have to record during the massive heat wave going on. So that's what I'm doing today and tomorrow as well. But anyways, click away right now to the link in the description below to go watch my reaction, and then come back here to see my brief, but maybe informational, whatever, review of these episodes. So click away now. Okay, so very cool group of episodes. I really enjoyed it. It's all about Ghost Girl, basically Snail. So it's really cool to see them attempt, his heart was in the right place, right? Like, he was trying to save her the only way it seemed to save her, kind of thing, before becoming a ghost, kind of thing. So they said go back in time a day. In his mind, he's like, mind's racing probably, kind of thing, and he's like, you know what? We could go back in time to the day that she died, kind of like that. And then, poof, they're there, kind of thing. So, his heart was in the right place. He just didn't think about the paradox of not having that character there throughout the entirety of everything, kind of thing. It's like having the entirety of the show have all these different characters, and then they all overlap and they all intertwine, and they all kind of come together at some points and then leave each other for a couple bits and come back to each other and interact with the characters, kind of thing. So if you cut a character out of the show, just one character out of the show, a lot of stuff starts falling apart and everything like that. So it's really cool to see the show's perspective on what happened, because the Ghost Girl Snail wasn't there. Shinobu ended up running away and not finding her way, in a way, not going back to Araragi to fight Cat, basically, when Cat was out. So Cat killed Araragi, and Shinobu was left lost, I guess, in a way. And so she ended up destroying the world for the fact that it was all that Araragi loved, was the world, kind of thing. So she destroyed the world because of it, kind of thing. So that whole thing is wow, kind of thing. And then later on we find out that Shinobu actually tried to kill herself but failed. Probably many times failed, I think. But ultimately she destroyed the entirety of humankind because of what happened, kind of thing. Not the entirety. There's still some people. One big note is that Snail, the Ghost Girl, she was there. Hachikuji. She was alive in this other route, kind of thing. Whereas in the main route, the prime route, she was dead, everyone else was alive, kind of thing, in a sense, kind of thing. The whole vampire state, and so on and so forth, like that one girl was talking about at the very beginning. Or who was she again? She was Ononoki. When Ononoki was talking to Araragi, and talking about are they dead, so on and so forth, kind of like that. That was a pretty cool conversation as well. But so in the Prime world, we have Hachikuji that's dead, a ghost, basically, a lost soul, basically a snail, that is just wandering the world, kind of thing, slowly, like snails do, so on and so forth, just wandering. And everyone else is alive, kind of, in a sense, like I said. In a sense. But yeah, so she's dead, everyone else is alive. In this other alternate route, everybody's dead. Not everybody, but 99.99, 99.9 whatever of humanity is like wiped out completely. Because she said there were other survivors, just not around here, or something like that. So she is the only one alive with some other people, but she's the only one alive in this world. Everybody else is dead. So it's the exact opposite. It's like flipping the script entirely. Like I said, other world, she's dead, but everyone's alive. And this one, she's alive, everyone else is dead. So it's like exactly flipped. The whole reasoning behind Shinobu doing what she did, like her confronting at the very end when they were called her to come to them, kind of thing. That was pretty interesting. You can tell that she cared about Araragi, but just like in her state, like kind of thing, she just wanted to die, basically. She's like angry at herself, sort of angry with him in a way, so on and so forth, that kind of stuff. But then we had Ushino, the Hawaiian shirt guy, team up with his pals Kaiki and Kaginu, or Yuzuru. Those people, the specialists, the trickster, no, it wasn't trickster. Crap. What did Oshino talked about them in his letter, and he called them specifically like their kind of traits in a way. He's the balance, right? He's the liar, the trickster, the con artist. There we go. So he's the con artist, and then the girl is, she's like the muscle, but like I can't remember what the show said. But it's so basically, yeah. All three of them went up against Shinobu. Apparently, they all lost. That kind of, I guess, is the idea that they all lost compared to her, and then maybe after that she tried to commit suicide, or before that, because like he said she committed suicide, and now they're trying to chase her or find her, something like that. So maybe they're still alive, but just like off somewhere trying to find her. Because like he talked about Shinobu trying to kill herself basically and failing and failed at it, kind of thing. So obviously that happened before they met up, kind of thing. So maybe afterwards they went to go confront her. They lost even at that state, so on and so forth. So I don't know. But it's a really cool story. I really did dig it. I love time travel stuff and everything. It's very, very fun to see paradoxes and so on and so forth. So I was happy in these episodes. So one big thing is we saw last week the episode with Catgirl basically going about her business on the day that Araragi left. But at the end of her episode, her arc, her thing, whatever, on the last episode of her, she met up with him, or he met up with her, sorry, in the train yard with his whole uniform or outfit, whatever, was all like, ripped up and everything. And then that's when like the first time he showed up, kind of thing. So I'm interested where the story takes place to lead up to that moment. Like in the next couple episodes and near the finale of the season, kind of thing, like doesn't interact with her at all until that very moment where he saves her from, in a way, herself, kind of in a sense. So I don't know, but I'm super pumped. So I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in next week, like I said in my reaction, for Hana Monogatari, which is a 5-episode thing. I'm not sure if that's the only one or we get back to it later, but that's what's next. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week for some more Monogatari. Take care, buddy.
気が